interested in bringing in the boarding students as part of the community, as well as bringing in the community to the boarding students, and they are very committed to that. So we're excited about seeing how that rolls out. A couple of other things. We've been on this a lot, but remind your parents that over the next week they need to buy their on Baldy, they need to buy their passes through us. Continue to message that. Also, one comment on uniforms. Everyone will be having uniforms, and again, this is particularly on the mountain. We ask that when you are with your team, you have your uniform on. And we also ask that if you are not with the team, that is if you are free skiing on your own, that you not wear your uniform, particularly if you're skiing out of bounds. That is totally up to you, but what happens is if you're skiing out of bounds and you've got your ski team jacket on, someone's going to assume, like Ski Patrol or anyone else, that you were skiing out of bounds with athletes. So we're asking that you not have your ski team uniforms when you are out free skiing on your own. Okay, I'm just going to wrap it up here. I want to give you just a brief overview of the financial picture of the organization, just so that everyone knows at a pretty high level what it's all about. This year we have projected revenues of $3.35 million. Of that amount, approximately half comes from tuitions. We've actually budgeted $1.455 million in tuitions. We'll probably exceed that, which is great news. Our enrollments are up. But what does that tell you? That tells you we have to raise every year just to run the program an extraordinary amount of money. It is no easy task. Whose responsibility is that? It is everyone's responsibility. To some degree, more so than for some people than others. How can you help? You can help by being a strong ambassador, by telling people about the great components of this program, and in certain fundraising events being present where it's appropriate, and again espousing the positive components of what we do. So that from an operating perspective, you can see this was last year. Total operating revenue was $3.2 million. We're projecting 3.4, 3.3, but that our donations and fundraising yielded $1.7 million last year. So if you know of donors, that could be parents. We have a lot, it's amazing, we have a lot of people that give significantly to this organization that no longer have kids in the program or have never even had kids in the program, but love what we're doing. And we need to embrace that and thank those individuals. And then we can jump to so that's at a very high level. Just so you know, we depend extensively on our ability to raise money. Tuitions just do not cover the full cost of these programs. On the expense side, my only message there is that you'll see the program expense, and this is having coaches, the salaries and equipment and everything associated with delivering the programs. That's the majority of our expenses. To that end, we have an annual fund, and we're trying to formalize it a bit more. And it's important. The annual fund is a non-fundraising specific mechanism to gain or garner additional funds. It's not Jan's, it's not the game dinner, which are two significant fundraising events. The annual fund is intended to remind everyone that, again, we are dependent upon everyone for contributions, and that tuition don't cover everything. To that extent, we are asking all of the staff to participate in our annual fund. For you, that might mean $1, that might mean $10, that might be $100. That is your decision alone. All we are asking for is that you participate at some level, and there are two reasons for that. One is that, again, you recognize and remember that the tuitions that are being paid don't cover everything for the program. The second is that it is easier for us to now to then go to the parents and then go to the donors at large and be able to tell them every one of our staff members has contributed to our annual fund and we have 100% participation. And that speaks volumes to trying to get others to do the same thing. We will be doing, the board of directors is committed to 100% participation. We are going to be launching a campaign in January with the parents as well. And I will tell you, we have to help drive this from all of our staff. We have a $10,000 challenge grant for 100% participation from staff and board. So if we get 100% participation, we have a donor that will provide $10,000 in funding for the organization, regardless of the amount. Again, I want to emphasize that is a personal decision. We are just asking for your participation. Whatever you feel comfortable, that's all we ask. With that, have I covered everything?
Yes.
I have covered everything.
Except for the pizza.
And you can
Except for
learn,
the pizza.
yeah, just that's the pizza.
Real quick, we've got pizza, but can we, in like maybe 5 minutes, just, yeah, you can cut the video.
Scotty, can you
Everyone,
hit the record
we
button?
can start over
Yeah,
here,
right
go
there,
around.
button.
I just